and even Brees' own teammates criticizing those comments. Brees did since apologize, but now some are asking, did he cross a line there? Let's ask our company. Jessica Deloche, Democratic strategist and political advisor for Pete for America, and Kelly Sadler, former special assistant to President Trump. Ladies, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Well, Jessica, I want to start with you. Obviously, he's taken a lot of heat. People saying, LeBron James saying, you didn't understand that Kaepernick kneeling had nothing to do with our service members overseas. It had nothing to do with that. Do you think he crossed a line there?
He crossed the line, but what's worse is that he revealed that he's learned nothing since Colin Kaepernick has been engaging in the silent protest that he has. You know, this is so much not about disrespecting the flag. If anything, Drew Brees should be asking himself, as a member of a very prominent football team in the 11th blackest city in the United States, why was he kneeling? That's what all of this is about. And it makes me sad that he hasn't learned that lesson yet. I read his apology. I thought it was a great apology. It's a teachable moment, but I'd really like to think that he dig a little deeper, because this is so much not about that. You've got to be asking yourself, why are people kneeling? Why are people acting the way they are right now? There's a reason for that.
You know, Kelly, a lot of people have also gone back and said that Drew Brees is one of the people who has donated tons of money to black communities after Katrina, and he has been very outspoken about that as well. And, you know, his point is, this is what it meant to me. You know, I'm not trying to say that what Kaepernick did is wrong. Maybe the timing of it he didn't agree with. Is that too much, that he can't have his own voice and what it means for him to respect the flag?
Well, I took his stance as why I stand for the flag, because I had two grandfathers that served our country fighting against Nazism, and I'm proud of our country. And so, no, that's not a step too far. And yes, his charitable works speak for themselves. He helped rebuild after Katrina, rebuild schools, have mentoring programs. He recently gave $5 million to help the state of Louisiana battle COVID-19. He's one of the most charitable men in the football league. And for him to fall to this woke crowd just for explaining his patriotism, I don't think this is a learning moment. I think this is a sad moment.
So, Jessica, I think, you know, to your point, do you think right now, I think you brought up the phrase teachable moment. Do you think that too often we're judging to rushing to judgment, and that we should be trying to get people to understand a different point of view? Or is it, to your point, that maybe he should have known better and therefore he should be condemned?
You know, I don't think that it's about him needing to be condemned. I also think that it's a mistake to think that just because people are wealthy and they've made charitable contributions doesn't mean that they know everything. You know, I often hear white people in particular always reference their ancestors or members of their family who fought in various wars, mine included. I would waste all the time here telling you all my family members' names. You know, black people fought for this country too. But when you don't feel like you're represented by the country, that's a problem. When you're fighting for a country that does not treat you equally, that's a problem. It's not that Drew Brees should be condemned. It's that Drew Brees should by now know better. And since he doesn't, the question is, can he learn? Because he's not being thrown to the wolves. It's not about that. It's just, you know, maybe pick your moment. Why did you even have to say that?
I think you're right. There's a lot to unpack in this, and I hope we can actually continue this discussion, because there's so much more that we need to talk about as we try to move the country back and get it moving in the right direction. I appreciate you guys both joining us and sharing your thoughts.